What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up with yours truly, Mike Orr and Cedric Benn. Doing what we do best, prospects. You know what it is. Day one of this week. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We got a good one for you. We're talking about this Golden Boy Promotions prospect. Be on the lookout for this kid, man. Alex Rincon. Wow. Holy crow. Here we go. We're going to talk about them. 10-0 right now, 7 knockouts, super welter division. Look out, man. This 27-year-old southpaw who is 6'2" with a 74-inch reach right now is climbing up the ranks. He is now ranked number 25 out of 315 in the United States and 122 out of 1942 in the world. And he is coming off an impressive second round knockout against Luis Sanchez back on March 19th, 2022. If you guys remember that one at the USC Gallon Center in Los Angeles. Guys, Sanchez went down twice in round 2, count suspended. California ruled out a KO. Let's talk about it, Cedric.
Yes. You talked about his last fight. I was studying his one right before that. I believe it says 11 months ago against Sandy Duversum.
Oh, yes.
I appreciate Alex. How do you properly pronounce his last name? Rincon?
I went Rincon.
Rincon. Mr. Rincon. I appreciate his skills because it's not just, it's pretty just random to say, yeah, he has good skills, but like, it's good when you can't really tell what they're about to do. Like he's very good at disguising his attack. Like it's not obvious when he's going to come forward, what he's going to do, if he's going to throw one punch or a combination. So that that shows a high skill level there to be able to disguise your attack like that. So I appreciate that about him. And he's an awkward southpaw. Not only is he a southpaw, but like he's a awkward way he stands. Like he's really hunched over, but at the same time he has a long reach. So he looks like he's hunched over like a shorter fighter would, but he uses his long straight punches at his full extension. So, I can see why he gives a lot of guys trouble.
He had an impressive amateur career, man, with a record of 87-14. And aside from the numerous local and regional championships he won as an amateur, he was also ringside world champion in 2011. Junior Olympics silver medalist in 2011, silver medalist at the Klitschko Brothers International Tournament in Ukraine in 2013, and a USA national champion in 2013. And he is also managed by Lamont Roach Sr. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tongue twister, guys. It is Monday. Bear with me. Definitely, this kid has great ability in the ring, man. Hailing from Dallas, Texas. He began his professional boxing career in 2017 with his debut fight against Sean Lee Henson at Turning Stone Resort and Casino, Verona. Proving to be a force to be reckoned with, Rincon stopped Henson with a body shot at 52 seconds of the second round in their middleweight fight. Since then, this kid, man, has been undefeated, knocking out strong opponents, including Zachary Barones, Steven Andrade, and Gilberto Valenzuela. In September of 2018, Rincon fought on the same bout as his older brother, George, for the first time, and he destroyed Camacho Gonzalez via third-round knockout. Both brothers fought together again on January 26, 2019 at the Toyota Center in Houston. With many local supporters in the crowd, Rincon defeated Jeremy Ramos by unanimous decision. Guys, be on the lookout for this kid, man. To be honest, he was training.
What weight class? Sorry.
Yeah. Go on. What were you gonna say?
What weight class is he? What weight class?
Right now, guys, you got to be on the lookout for this wonderful super welter. He is a super welter fighting at his, but he did fight his last fight at 154 and a half. So yeah, guys, he's in there. He's in there at that, man. 154 and a half, super welter. Here you go. Thing is, he was training hard for his third fight as a professional in October of 2017 when he received devastating news. His longtime trainer, Bernard Roach Jr., was in hospital after suffering a heart attack. His emotions were in a scramble while his late trainer would have wanted him to focus on his fight. Rincon could not stop thinking about his mentor, desperately seeking an update from Roach's condition. Rincon looked at his phone before stepping onto the treadmill for a 4-mile run. He got the message saying that his coach had passed away. It really hit this kid hard, man, to have this longtime trainer just at some point just up and pass away. It's rough on people. It's rough on especially on on a fighter, man, and it's hard sometimes for them to bounce back from that, but he did find new coaching. And Golden Boy is doing this kid justice, man. I can't wait to see this kid back in the ring again. He isn't scheduled for anything as of yet, but guys, be on the lookout for this super welter, man. Undefeated, great puncher, highly decorated amateur, really talented, man.
What's his record again?
Right now he stands 10-0 with 7 knockouts.
10-0 and at 154 pounds. Very interesting. Very interesting. So probably about 2 years from now, he'll be, if he's still on the path that he's doing right now, we'll be seeing him fighting the top guys. And then I'm always very interested to see the guys that have high-level amateur accolades. Like you said, he won the world championships and a couple of silver medals at other international tournaments. To see how they make that transition to the pros. How old is he right now?
He is only 27.
He's 27. Okay.
He's just getting to that age. He's been in the game since his debut, March 11th, 2017. Third fight, loses his coach, who was his coach, forever. And Cedric, like we've all seen that happen before, because as we all get older, we know that, these legends in the game that teach all these young youth all the skill that, that they've been teaching these youth for years, end up eventually having to leave the game and pass away. And, it's unfortunate that sometimes it's hard for these boxers to regain themselves and be able to compete at the same level that they were competing at when with that coach, because of this, this special bond that you do have with your trainer. Cedric, I don't know, can you elaborate on what I'm talking about? Like, that bond that you do have with your fighters. I know that you have a bond with your fighters. You will drop everything just to go and see them fight. I know you've given up ringside tickets to go see your amateur kids, man. Just give these kids give these people out here an explanation a little bit.
Yeah, man, it's being the bond between the boxing coach and the boxer is a special one. I think it's even more, and obviously much respect to other sports too, but like in a sport like boxing, where the consequences of a bad play, sort of say, are a lot more severe than in other sports. So you really have to have a really good mental connection with the boxer to know when, as far as training goes, when you could push them, when to kind of pull it back, because every boxer is different. Everybody responds differently. Some boxers, you need to yell at them and to be on them all the time. Some boxers shut down when you come at them like that. So you have to have a different approach. So the communication that as part of that special bond, the communication, how you communicate to the boxer and how they communicate back to you is very important. Trying to minimize the outside factors, like whatever, if they got whether it's school or work or social settings or something like that in the mix, trying to minimize those things. That special bond, you got to know to tell them, like, obviously you can't be boxing 24/7, but at the same time you got to know when to stay disciplined and when to tell them to take a break and take care of those outside factors. So right. Yeah, anyways, so we can go on for hours about that, but yeah, it's a special.
You can, and like his longtime trainer Bernard Roach Jr. He was in the hospital after suffering that heart attack, and when that kind of happens, it's almost like a father figure to him. So it was devastating. But now he's being trained by Lamont Roach Sr. and also being managed by him, and then on top of that, being signed to Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. He takes care of his people, man. As best as he can. So guys, you know what it is, man. We've been talking about our man here, Alex Rincon, be on the lookout for this prospect to come into a ring near you soon, man. Guys, it was a pleasure today. You know what it is. Happy Monday. It's your man, Mike Gore, Cedric Benn, doing what we do best, and that's prospects. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel, new prospect. You know what it is, man. Knuckle up.